Crank them up.
What's up, Chasin Tails? We're live for episode 79 and public service announcement from Huey Newport. The GP79 never won a GP race here on the East Coast. So let's get right into it.
That was my favorite post of the offseason so far.
Yeah, I mean, he was just firing people up. It's like, come on, bud. Do we really need to do that? Is that how we're doing things right now?
It gets interaction, that's for sure.
That's it. It's just like prop up. I mean, you just got to get people fired up every now and then.
They get fired up?
They got fired up. I was like, well, I didn't really mean it that way. It's like, you said it that way, dude.
Yeah, he just wanted a spec prop. That's all he wanted.
Everybody read it that way.
I mean, spec prop would have been bad enough, but I feel like people might have been like, all right, this isn't a bad idea, but not prop up. Although I saw that them Texas Tri-Holes we always talk about, they got a motor claimer rule. So if some dude's running away, you go up with, I think it's like $500. That's my motor now. You take mine. That's
Dude, talking about motors, how many did they fish out the bottom of that race course down there?
at least one. But they didn't get that thing till nighttime. I'm like, I ain't diving in that
One
water.
dude in
There's
the
sharks
one
out
dude
there.
in the tri-hole, I think the tri-hole final had to pull off because he was just driving and that thing just shot straight right.
Yeah. I think it was that
Mullet?
one. Nah, Mullet was good. He made it through the weekend. You notice how they talked about him a lot. I was like,
Yeah, they're playing into him.
Johnny Douche needs to come back when you play into him a little.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Kyle Bipes is looking up to the left. He's watching Love is Blind.
No,
It's his
I'm
favorite
watching
show.
UK and Texas A&M, and I'm a huge Aggie fan because Kentucky sucks.
Dang. Why you
Yeah,
gotta go
that's
at
on me.
Kentucky like that?
Because they suck.
Don't Indiana and Kentucky kind of have the little rivalry going?
Yeah, Indiana's
yeah, they
way
do.
better. Kentucky sucks. We won a national championships.
There you go. You can live by that.
And Jess forgot to place her Walmart order. She's not happy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry. I'm distracted all over the place
So
right now.
all over the place. Hey,
All
thanks
right,
for joining, Kyle. We're gonna let you go.
Yeah. Good job. This is getting out of hand.
But yeah, so I guess that's what this episode's about. Anything else going on in the boat racing world that we should speak on right now?
I mean, congrats to congrats Jack Lupton, A Baker Cup, and Hydro Thunder Series champ, right? I think you got both of them.
Yep, it did.
And one mass
Didn't win
sport earlier
here.
in the year, so I don't know if they have a triple crown, but I guess that would be it probably.
Yeah, I think it's got to be his best season ever down there. He usually has some trials and tribulations down there.
My boat looked like a different boat over there, man. Tell you that.
It's because the water swirls a different direction. When you
Dude,
flush the toilet, it goes the other way.
That last course they raced at is goofy, man. I've
But
seen it in the past.
Such
and it
an
didn't
epic
register to me.
view.
It is.
Like, that's kind of like a Yum where you have Mount Rainier in the background and stuff. It's those unique view places that make for good wall art.
Good
And
what?
that good wall art.
Wall art. I had no idea what you
Not
said there.
Walmart. I know that's what's on your mind right now.
Yeah, I just want a case of water. Can't get it.
And
Then
then Andrew Tate obviously goes and wins the F1 race, first IHRA F1 race. That's pretty cool. Tried to get him on, but he said no. He denied us. I mean, he's just too popular for us.
Why?
Well, he just doesn't want, make the wrong moves, say the wrong things, and he knows how we'll back him into a corner. Won't hit him, but we'll put him in a corner.
Hey, what do you guys think about that starting procedure? The 2x2 like that?
That was me.
interesting.
I was wondering if we could do that with hydros. Be honest. Like,
oh, dude, people would freak out. We try that. They're still trying to figure out when Detroit's coming back.
I think all the stuff they've BS'd us on saying insurance doesn't allow it. I think insurance would actually be like, no, there's no effing way we're letting you guys do this. This is a terrible idea. Be like, dude, it's like those F1 races where it's in the middle of a thunderstorm. That's what it would look like at the start.
Yeah.
I can't see.
I can't see. Drone above, like, all right, go, turn left. I've had those moments when we were fighting for lanes where you couldn't see, and I told Mom on the radio, I'm like, you got to drive this thing because I can't see a thing of where I'm going. She's like, huh? She's like turning her back to me like remote control style. All right. You mean left? Okay.
I did like their qualifying though, where you go out there and just run for like 5 or 10 minutes or whatever it was and take your best time.
Yeah, as a driver, that would
Have
be cool.
hydros, has that ever really happened in inboard? They ever do that at Valleyfield or anything like that? Like tests
No, we've
or
only done
qualifying sessions?
we've only done single boat runs, and I think that's cool.
So
Maybe it's because they have that timing system makes it easier, but I think even
yeah.
HRL's timing system is pretty efficient that you could do something like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
it would be interesting to see that in hydros. I mean, we do test
Mhm.
sessions all the time. It's no different than that. Just
Yeah.
think maybe a little more entertaining. You know, there's something that people are watching. You got guys on hot laps, out laps, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it'd be fun. You'd have to like judge your runs,
Yeah.
you're not just able to fly it into the corner because there might be a slow roller there. Like it's kind of more exciting for drivers. I don't know. I think for a fan it looked pretty cool too versus just watching one boat. But then again, some people love watching just one boat in time trials, especially the bigger boats. But I think in the smaller boats it definitely is cool. Would be cool. Especially I think Valleyfield should do it 100%. Just a whole different weekend. Start scratching it. That
That's
way,
maybe
like,
your Friday, and it's that first half of the day with all the classes, and then you could probably squeeze a heat in too in
yeah,
the second half of the day. If not, maybe you run extra heats in like the 350 and the 2500 class like they already do.
yeah, exactly. And then you could make that a whole new weekend instead of like having the invitees start on the outside. That's just, hey, this is Valleyfield. Come to win the race. But
Yeah.
well, that's about it for that. I mean, obviously, we're here. We got a lot of viewers here. We're talking about the new H1 rule that just dropped today. Thank you to H1 Unlimited for kind of bringing us on board to try to explain it. We got Jonathan in the waiting room to explain it from his side, from the referee's point of view. I don't know. Do you guys want to give him opinions or just let Jonathan get on here and then we'll kind of talk it out?
Yeah, we'll talk it out. I think our opinions are
Love it. I love it.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
He's just happy to be here.
I was the first one here, and Austin let me in. I was so excited. I'm just glad to be here with my friends.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Jonathan on and he can explain this because I've learned today that a lot of people, it's hard when you go to read things. You get confused. So let's hear it and break some of this confusion. What's going on, Jonathan?
I'm going good. How about you guys?
It's going.
Doing
It's
good.
finally
America
getting
won the
warmer.
gold. I'm good with it.
I knew he was going to lead with that. I knew he was going to lead.
We'll give it to you. We owned you the whole game, but you came up with the win. It's all good.
Yeah. Well,
We had
Jonathan,
7, 8 players on the ice to win it. That's all that matters.
That's what single elimination games is all about, right? If it was
Yeah.
a best of 7 series, maybe it would have been a different outcome. But one game, hey, you never know what can happen.
Dude,
as a goalie though, you were a goalie, right, Jonathan? So you got to give
Yep.
credit where credit's due to America's goalie.
I got to give them full credit. The only reason they won that game was because of Hellebuck.
For
You know,
sure.
Jack, yeah, okay. You know, Hellebuck stole
know-
that game without a hand.
Do you know the 100 easiest way to piss off a Canadian? Talk about hockey.
yeah,
That's it. Exactly.
I'm getting him pissed off before we talk about this rule proposal.
But no, I give credit
or
where credit's
rule
due.
change.
I mean, you know, they won it on the ice. Whether even if Canada dominated, it all comes down to who scored the most goals. USA won it fair and square. There's no denying it. They are the Olympic champions in both men's and women's this year.
It was a hell of a game. I mean,
It was a hell of a game.
that's one we talked about for a very, very long time.
For sure. Now we got the Four Nations Cup, I think, next year, and then we can come take our title back.
There you go.
Good luck. Fan my whole life, Jonathan. We're good. We're real good.
Hockey fan. Yeah, they play a lot of hockey up there, Matt.
Yeah, we're gonna have a game this year. Are you in on Thursday night?
Thursday night, a game of hockey.
Right, Bicentennial Park. Yep,
Yeah,
we're gonna-
on ice. It's going to be real hard to
On
keep
ice.
the ice, but
That's it, yeah.
we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
It's going to be a
Some
game
skates,
on
I'll be there.
Heelys.
Yeah, on Heelys. That'd be sick.
I'm gonna bet I'm better at that than I am at golf. So I did play a little.
I don't know if you're good at anything.
I'm good at fighting for lanes. Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. We were excited. Then you go and do this crap. When's Detroit coming back?
I don't know. You can figure that with the board. I've heard that the land's been sold to condos for condos, so that's where what I've
Well,
been
that'll
told.
make it difficult.
Yeah.
Yep, where the H1 pits are, apparently have been sold now for condos. So I don't know if it's true
Wow.
or not. Who knows? But it's not looking good from what I'm hearing.
Sweet.
That means Bardish's shop might be up for sale soon. Better get them boats out of there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
in the future.
We
Yeah,
got
no,
one. We're good.
we're mainly joking about that because I feel like any post you put out, like it could be on Madison Regatta, it could be on H1. They're like, so is Detroit coming back?
Yep.
That's not what this is about.
That's all the fans want.
All right, so let's get to it. Maybe do your best to explain it, and you're going to be recorded, and this is going to be put on H1 forever. So
That is good.
make
you know,
sure you talk smooth, and let's get it.
This has been a long process. Let's put it that way. You know, for the last 2 years, the starting procedure, or since I've been involved, and I think even before I came involved, starting procedure has always been a hot topic. You know, there's always been the argument of fight for lanes, predetermined lanes, fight for lanes. And I don't think there is one right answer, and you're never going to please everybody. That's one thing I've come to understand is no matter what we put in place, not everyone's going to be happy. So, conversations were had at our annual meetings, and then we worked with the competition committee, with the board. We went back and forth on what avenue we wanted to go. And then once they decided, okay, we want to try the assigned lanes, then we got to work on, all right, let's figure something out. We went through what HRL does, and then we decided to put our own twist on it to make it, our own. A lot of people weren't comfortable with drivers being forced into lanes. So that's where I'll get in more into detail, is where drivers will choose their lanes now, and they're not necessarily forced to go into a certain lane. They'll have the choice. So like I said, since November, December, January, it's been back and forth with competition committees, meetings, and board directors, and just figuring all this out. And I think we finally came to an end result that I'm happy with, and I think a lot of people are happy with. So I'll start explaining. Weekend starts, same as every other weekend. We're going to have qualifying. Points have been modified for the qualifying also. But once qualifying's done, and then where we used to go into random draws for deciding the groups, we got rid of that. That was another point that was brought up, that some people weren't a fan of the random draw. Me personally, I wasn't a fan of it either. I kind of like we go off first, second, third, fourth. You can build some rivalries going up into a weekend. You can see your top two boats not meet each other for the whole weekend, and just builds up for that final. I've always been a fan of that. So that's how it's going to be decided. So the groups will be split based off of qualifying. So the example we used was 8 boats. So it's going to be 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. From there, 7th and 8th place will have the first pick respectively for their each heats, and then 6th and 5th will get second pick, and so on and so forth. Reasoning behind that just came to what is best for the show. And I think it's we've seen it in the HRL. What puts on the better show is the faster boats starting on the outside, right? When you put your faster boats on the inside right away, well, then they just 90% of the time take off and create a parade right off the bat. We decided we're going to have our fastest boats on the outside, and that's going to put on a better show. Once that first heat's done, kind of goes through the same process again. We're going to take qualifying plus heat 1, combine the points. Again, it's going to give us our top 8. We'll divide the groups, and then in the same fashion, again, 7th and 8th get first pick, so on and so forth. Heat 3, same process. We're going to tally up qualifying heat 1A, heat 2A, and then same process. 8th and 7th will get first pick. And then once we get to the final, well, then this is where you've earned your spot now. So if you're top qualifier, you get first pick. So, you've got to earn that first place spot. You can't be sandbagging. If you want a better pick, say for qualifying, well, you're going to be losing a lot of points for that final, right? So in that process, best boat, first place over the weekend gets first pick, so on and so forth. The little twist that we've added in is basically a team or a driver, if he's a top qualifier on a weekend during the season, is only allowed to choose lane 1 once, and he's allowed to choose lane 2 once. So that's going to add in some strategy, and it's just going to avoid that if one team is super dominant, well, he's going to just take lane one all year long, and he's just going to have a lot of higher chances of walking away with every final. So it adds strategy into that play. And I think doing that, it mixes things up. And I think it's going to keep the show interesting on the water. It's going to have some great starts, that's for sure. It's going to make my life a whole lot easier during the 5-minute milling period, that's for sure. Once or not, that's where the most stress was for any official, is during that milling period. But now that 5-minute warm up is going to be pretty smooth. And then we're going to have some amazing starts because every boat's going to know exactly where they need to be at every single moment. And everyone, now what's going to become interesting is going to be ultimately turn one now, because you're going to have 4 or 5 boats going on at full pin into that first turn.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I like it. I know it's hard with unlimited versus compare nature to come up with something that works, but I like putting the quote unquote what could be the faster boats on the outside all weekend. I think that's going to create the best racing. I always did not like that like random draw for heats. Very rarely did it create that like build up, like you say, or good heats. I mean, I think we saw it Seattle when it was Jamie, Jeff, and Gunner. That was like one of the best heats I've ever seen, but you're not going to get that all the time. Where now, with the way the things are, you might get that more often. You might get that fast boat in lane 4 and the slow boat in lane 1, and somebody in the middle that can dice it up too. And then, yeah, that last little kicker you guys threw in for the final, that's pretty big. Like, I know we only have 4 races, so it's not as big of a deal. But I mean, you got to pick that lane 1 wisely. You kind of want to save it for, say, a San Diego or somewhere real fast. So you don't want to throw it away at the Gold Cup when, especially this year, you have a tight first turn. So I really like that part.
Right off the bat, nobody was going to take lane 1 in Madison, right? So that's almost a
Wrong.
We will. There's not a lot of people.
We got it.
There's not a lot of people that want lane 1 in Madison.
I don't know no better.
So,
I'm going.
Yeah. So, but ultimately, I think, we had to try something. And my point when we had these discussions is unfortunately we have a short season this year. We only have 4 races. So for me, this was the time to try it, right? We got 4 races. Let's try something. We got to try something. If it doesn't work, then say we tried it. It didn't work. You got to figure something out. The fighting for lanes, as much as I enjoyed it too. I like the fact that a driver's got to go out and earn his lane. And, if you got a slower boat, then you might have a chance for the final. But ultimately it came down to is guys are taking each other out before finals. Their boats are bogging out, trying to slow down too much, and you're not getting everybody at the start line at the same time. And I feel that no matter what starting procedure you went with fight for lanes, you're going to get the same results. Whether it had nothing to do with the score, whether it was at the starting line, mid backstretch, entrance, exit pin, it's all going to come down to the same thing. Guys are going to push the envelope to get lane 1, and they got to do what they got to do. Sometimes you're going to get called. Sometimes it's not going to pay off, and it's going to cause carnage. It's not because it wants to be done on purpose, but that's just part of the sport, right? You want to push the envelope to get that inside lane, and that's where things happen. So, if we wanted to clean up before prior race, or not have as many calls and have more boats, then predetermined lanes, or assigned lanes, I should say, was the way to go.
Right. Yeah, and that's the one thing I was reading some of the comments before we got on here, and people are always, I mean, it's been this way forever, that like that's part of boat racing, is the fighting for lanes. If the best part of our sport is before the race and it's not the actual racing, we're doing something wrong. That's my opinion to the fans. And I mean, to diehards, like I said, we've been in it for our whole lives. Like, we've seen the fighting for lanes, we've done it, we're good at it. But like, you gotta now look to the new fans, not to discredit the diehards. I know NASCAR was talking about this with Daytona and the riding around half throttle. Like, the diehards know they were doing that and they hate it. The new people don't. They saw them 3 wide, thought it was the coolest thing ever. But so you kind of got to balance the 2 generations of fans and try to find something that works for both of them.
No, that's exactly it. I mean, you see all kinds of difference. In NASCAR's changed up their high point system again, and they're always trying to innovate, and it's just part of the sport. Change is never easy. And again, is this the right solution? We don't know unless we try it. We have no data. The last time they had, predetermined lanes was way back, God knows, when they had like those big flag starts, and so it was a completely different era. So it's hard to compare different eras. And again, it worked with HRL, Is it going to work with H1? We'll find out this season, right? That's the best.
And
We have the truck.
now's probably one of the best times to try because I feel like the 8, possible 10 boats that are out there are all pretty similar. Yeah, Strong and Bruce are a little bit ahead, but I think everyone else is kind of right there nipping at their heels. And those 4 boats definitely are like rock solid. They're all about the same speed. So if there was ever a time to try it for the advantageousness of better show, it would be now.
Oh, exactly. You know, we're going to have a solid fleet of boats out there this year again. You know, hopefully we can get everybody out and get a full season in. And I think it's going to put on a great show. But like I said, only time will tell. You know, I have to all the fans that I know. As soon as I saw the post and Jenny told me she posted it, and it didn't take long for all the comments to explode. And there's the people that loved it, the people that think it's a terrible idea, and there's people that love it. I understand change is never easy, whether it's in life and racing, whatever it is. So we got to try it. Let's cross our fingers, hope it works, and hope for the best.
You guys and other boys, if y'all want to jump in here, don't let me do all the talking, but you guys are committed to it for the full season, right? It's not going to be like, oh, it didn't work in Madison, we're pulling the plug.
No. We can't. It's a full season. We have to do a full season test. A single weekend event is not going to be enough. This is what we're going with for the season, and we're going to stick with it. And then once season's over, if we need to go back to the drawing board, then we'll see. But we're sticking with this for the full season.
And like you said, it's a 4-race season. I think this is the season to try. It's not 6-8 race season where 2 races in, you kind of maybe have an idea what it is. And it's like, damn, we still got 3/4 of the season left.
Exactly. Right. We're going to know right off the bat if it's going to work. And, things are looking up for 2027. I know Daryl's working hard on more sites. I know he's got 2, possibly 3 in the works right now too. So, we might have a down year this year, but I'm confident that with all the work that the board and Daryl and all that are putting in to find these new sites, I'm confident we're gonna have more sites, and then hopefully we can get some more boats to come along also.
Come on, Bibes, you're being awfully quiet. I know you're not on mute.
Too busy watching the game.
He's
I was
watching.
on
He's
mute.
watching Love Is Blind.
I had an echo going on, so I muted. I didn't know what was going on with that. No, I'm a huge fan of it. Daryl was keeping me apprised of all the info. I know it was going back and forth between a couple different options on what to do. I've had people reach out to me and ask, well, how's this going to fix, or how is sandbagging not going to happen? But it's motorsports. People are going to try to push the envelope with that. But I think for the most part, the way it's structured, people are still going to go out there and try to go fast in qualifying and put on the best show for the fans. I love fighting for lanes, but I understand boat racing. We got to bring new fans into this. We can't have the 50, 60, 70-year-olds dominating our demographic. We got to bring new fans into it. And speaking with Jeff Ayler, he said this is way easier to explain than the score up last year. That wasn't the start, but looked like the start. Now he'll be able to tell, okay, Madison's in 1, Ratchford's in 2, Strong in 3, and Rainey's in 4, whatever it may be. He said he can explain that a whole lot more, and it takes all of the guessing out for all these new fans. So I'm a fan of it. I think it's going to be great. Will there be tweaks after this year? Probably, but I think overall it's a great concept, and it's going to be better for the sport.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to work great. The whole thing we wanted to avoid was the sandbagging. And I think with the way we've put it in, you can't afford to sandbag. Because if you want to sandbag, have a better lane in the qualifying, well, you're going to ruin your chances for your lane in the final.
Right.
And
it's
then
going to
the high points
balance.
at the end of the year.
It'll balance out by the
balance
third
itself
heat.
out.
So,
And, there's no way you can sandbag and go get less points unless you don't want the first pick. That would be the only thing, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to have that first pick. I don't see a team wanting to sandbag, right? You need the points, and then you need the points for the final. And if you want a high points, well, then you need all those points as well. So I think the way we've structured it, I don't see any advantage of wanting to sandbag unless you want a first pick in the qualifying, but that's just going to hinder you the rest of the weekend.
Now, is the time trials, is that the same points as a heat, or is it different? I don't know the whole point structure.
200
I haven't
for
got that far.
200
it's
for
200.
first place.
Yeah, it's
So
not
what's
the
a
same.
heat win?
Heat's 400.
So still don't make
Idiot.
it.
Brandon doesn't know.
I
what
haven't
the
got
points
that
are
far,
in
man.
Unlimited, man.
I can only
Hey,
count to 25, man. You get into
Hey.
the hundreds, I'm confused.
I do have a question, Jonathan. We were on our second heat when Brandon decided he wanted to turn right and do a spin. Is he fully qualified?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Oh man, that's fine.
Damn it, Brandon.
Dang. So I'm gonna be on the outside the first heat. It's gonna mess up my points. I'm gonna be on the inside in the final. We're good.
We know.
We knew what we were doing. We were planning for this last year.
Yeah.
We'll get it all figured out. We'll get you qualified. I'm sure of it. You guys
Yeah.
put your work in. You'll be a little more prepared coming in this year. I think won't be as much of a
I
scramble.
think so.
Just
Yep,
a little
I
bit.
think
And
so.
I'm confident you guys will be able to get that boat, get your laps in, and then get you more comfortable to start racing.
Nope, for sure. We're ready. So what else is happening in the H1 world besides potential new race sites next year and this format? Anything else changing?
No, not really. Everything else is pretty status quo. Trying to get some boats to come out. That's the biggest thing. That's I think is the priority. You know, we want to try to get 7, 8 boats out every weekend, but that's never easy. That's a money issue always, and you know that's for above my pay grade. That's the higher ups that are dealing with that. In terms of everything else with the rules, nothing else needs any major issues. I think we really worked on that the last 2 years with the competition committee. We've got a lot of stuff figured out. And now that we've set course, now it's just to possibly just go through all the different scenarios and make sure that we got our bases covered, from experience with HRL. You think you've got everything covered, and then something happens after 15 years with HRL. Every year we get in a situation that we thought we had covered, and finally you got to tweak something in the rule book to cover it. So, it's just going to be minor details going through it again. With our new starting procedures, there's certain wordings in the rules that might contradict what we're doing. It could play into
Because
effect.
this group will find those contradictions.
Yeah.
I've learned that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Those the drivers and crew chiefs know that rule book inside and out.
Don't classify me in that. I don't read that thing. Sorry. Never
And,
have, never will. I just drive.
Especially the crew chiefs. They really know those rule books, and good on them, right? That's their job. To try find those loopholes sometimes. It keeps me on my toes. It makes me, every flight to every weekend I'm pulling out the rule book and just reread and make sure I haven't missed something.
Yeah.
You think you've memorized it, and next thing you know, there's a paragraph that you forgot, and then gets put in your face at a certain race weekends. I've memorized the HRL rulebook pretty much, but H1, it's trying to keep two rule books in my mind is not always easy. But it keeps me on my toes.
There you go. So which one has stressed you out the most this winter, H1 or HRL?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a great question. Wow.
HRL, nothing really stressed, nothing major really came in on the racing aspect. I know we can go into discussions about all the technical stuff, but that's not my department.
Yeah.
I'm more the racing rules. Technical
You got
side is not
lucky.
my technical is not
You
my
got lucky.
department.
That was a really good question.
I have my hands full enough with rules and all that aspects. So, and I think H1, but even then it wasn't a bad stress. It was a good stress, and, getting a new starting procedure in place and having these meetings, and, everything's positive, and I was having a conversation with an owner recently, and, that's why I said I've found that H1 has taken some very big step forwards, and since I've been here, this will be my 3rd season. From where we started to where we are now, I think we've taken some very big steps forward, and I think you're going into a positive. Unfortunate to see Mike Denzel step down. He had a big part in it. He's the one that got me on board with H1, so I owe him a lot. But we turned the page and we just keep moving forward, and I'm looking forward to another great season.
There you go. I like it.
Have you thought about putting all the boats out there for qualifying and just doing time trials like they did in F1? That was cool.
As much as that would be cool, there is no way that's going to happen.
How about in Grand Prix? I mean,
in Grand Prix,
that'd be cool.
Throw you guys all out there on the Ohio River.
Yes.
All the
Let's
GPs
try
are
it.
all fine. Go for it.
All 12.
No, we have 15 coming.
Yeah, that's what Grinnell says. 16 350s too. Come on.
15 unlimiteds. I shouldn't have said that. Now people are going to quote me.
Yep.
Vintage or
It's currently a talk in the
We
chat.
don't have. Yeah, we don't have Hydro News anymore. So no one to quote us and then get everybody stirred up tomorrow.
well,
Hey,
Hydro
hey,
News has just posted it back, so I think they're out from hibernation from what
they're
I've
back?
seen. They're back posting again.
We were getting ready to offer them to come under our banner because we love to start shit. Bob was
Well,
going
I'm
to run
sure
that
there's
show.
going to be enough conversations now with this new starting procedure. You know, like I said, it didn't take long through Chenik's post with H1 to the comments to the shared groups to it getting exploded everywhere, and now it's just you know, that was kind of the reason they wanted me to get on here is explain this and try, you know, nip anything in the butt that wasn't clear. And I was seeing already people were misreading what was
Shocker.
posted, so that was kind of the main reason we wanted to get me on here, explain this, and try and make it a little more clear.
For sure.
So
Hey,
people,
Kyle, what's going on in that chat? I feel like people are asking questions. I see you replying. What's the questions like? Hayes, I got you muted because you were typing. That's my fault.
My bad.
He was typing too much, so I
No,
muted him.
just responding to a couple people. Like there was already a mention about like why wouldn't you just go take second in qualifying if the penalty compared to first is 20 points and then just go make it up and then double, you know, since you're doubling heat value in the first heat. But with two rounds of heat, that boat is still going to have dead last lane selection in that next heat. And they've already given up 20 points to the boat in first place. So where's the benefit? And, you know, even if let's say they sandbag to fourth and they got second lane choice, well, there's no guarantee they're going to go win that heat.
Yeah.
And they've given up, you know, their card to almost guarantee a win, which would be lane selection.
Yeah, and there's going to be so many what ifs with this. So people are going to have
Absolutely.
what if, and it's Jonathan and his team will figure it out, I'm sure. And like I said, there'll have to be some things refined after this year. I'm sure it's not going to be perfect right out of the box, but I think this is a step in the right direction.
It is the organization's job to set rules and the team's jobs to find ways to bend them. That is how racing has always been. Or bend them, exploit them, whatever the case may be. You know, it's the team's job to try and find a way to optimize points. And if they find let's say a kink in the armor, H1's going to revisit it.
And H1's got the data boxes. So you really are going to know if somebody's sandbagging. Like, you know their mile per hour, you know their fuel flow, you know if they're turned down or if they're lifting. So it's not like it's unregulated and you don't know what's going on.
it'll be, and even without the data boxes, I mean, it's going to be apparent to see out on the water.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
You know, these machines, when your driver's not pushing it, you can tell, right? So I don't see the benefit. I mean, if a team really wants a better pick, but you know, you sandbag to say I'll finish third, but you're still getting a second to last pick instead of the last pick. It's not like you're getting a first round pick. You got to finish dead last to get a first round pick. So, you know, it's not like you're gaining much by sandbagging one or two positions. You're losing a second. You're talking about a third round pick or a fourth round pick.
Yeah.
So if you want that first round pick, you're giving up a lot of points.
This is boat racing. Like anything can happen once you put the boats out on the water in a heat. Like there is no, okay, you gave up 20 points and you're going to go make 200 back. You know it. Like you might think it, but
you're going to have to sandbag throughout the weekend if you're going to sandbag. Cause like if you sandbag qualifying, you get lane one and you go out there and win the heat and the fastest qualifier finish fourth, you've already made up all those points. So now you're back to the outside. It's not like HRL, I guess, what it used to be when once you pointed out Saturday, you'd be on the inside both times Sunday. It's, hey, if you get to the top of points, you're going to be on the outside to the final. Like most likely, if the lane choices go the way they will. We think they will. I mean, Madison might be a different thing. Everybody might leave lane one open and that fast guy's in lane one and says, hey, try not to make a mistake. Like, so different race courses are going to have different
Madison's where it makes it so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to sandbag, you can risk not even making the front line.
Right. This is true.
There's lots into play. If we're 8 boats on a weekend, it's not all 8 boats make the final. So if you want to sandbag, well, then you're risking points of not even making the front line or even making the final. So I like I said, I just don't see the advantages. maybe someone will figure it out. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But
Yeah,
from my
again,
perspective, I don't see an advantage to it.
right. Again, back to like we've tried this in the past and stuff like that, and people don't like it, but this is not the Budweiser days where you got Dave that can go out there and win from the outside. Don't matter what lane he's in, he's gonna be faster. This is pretty competitive racing. And for me as a driver and as someone that builds the boats and tries to make them go faster, is assigned lanes has actually made our jobs harder. Like now you have to set up a boat that doesn't just win from the inside. You have to win from the outside. You might have to win from the middle. Where for me, fighting for lanes and most of our family is like, hey, we knew we're probably going to be in lane 1 or 2. So the boat, that's all we have to worry about is lane 1 or 2. We don't have to make it fast to go around the outside. So now it kind of brings the technical side, the crew chiefs into it more, the propeller game, the gearbox game, all that good stuff. So that'll be the unique part to watch. And I really hope for that, talking the media side of things, that H1 dives in and kind of explains what these teams do and shows it off, not shows the gear ratio, but really dive in. And I think fans would then enjoy it a little more, like knowing what has to go into these decisions.
And then another small change that I'm bringing up that we're going to be modifying for qualifying is actually splitting it into 2 blocks. Before it used to be, say, a 2-hour block, and then people go out and would sit around and wait. And then now we've put into place where, say, we have 2 hours. Well, then it's going to be a block of an hour. Everyone's going to go at once, and then we're going to put other stuff out on the water. So it's better for the show. So say we get GP qualifying in there, so at least we don't have that dead space. Because in the way the old rule was written is we have to have that dead space. It was a 2-hour block for H1, nothing else. And we've now decided that we're going to split it up. There's going to be an hour block, and then we give an hour break. So it's going to give teams that extra hour to try and improve or get ready for a second run to try and improve their time. As before, within that 2-hour block, you didn't have much time to do anything. Right, you're in the water, you're out, and you're basically doing minor stuff just to try to get back out. And it was a thrash for the teams. And then we'd have a lull on the water for the fans, which wasn't fun. So now I think we're helping the H1 teams get ready, and at the same time, we're putting on a better show for the fans getting action out on the water.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think, do you think that there'll be any cases of people running 2 entirely different setups in qualifying, trying to, kind of get an idea where their lane selection is going to fall?
I guess that's going to depend on the teams themselves and if they want to, how major they want to start thrashing in between heats, if they want to start swapping gearboxes and whatnot. I guess that's all going to come down on the team's decision on what they want to try, or if they want to have, but they're going to have more time to do it now. If they want to swap gearboxes and try something else for another qualifying run, they're going to have more time than what they already had now.
To what you were saying earlier, Brandon, about the assigned lanes, I feel like giving an opportunity to make drivers better, make boats better. Talking to the guys up in F the last couple of years, like one of the things that Eddie, Grant, John, and those guys always said is like, it taught you how to have to learn how to drive out front in lane 7 and know what lane 7 is.
Yeah.
Because they're often hitting the first turn. Those faster guys are still hitting the first turn before everybody, and you don't have the reference point of 2 Rooster Tails or a boat to your inside or anything at that point. And you got a whole field's kind of relying on you there not to get that one wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. That would be good. Oh, so that brings up another point. Then we get rid of that confusing, well, it's 5 boat overlap unless you have a Rooster Tail. All that's gone. I like it.
There won't be 5 boat lengths for warm up. It's just going to be the same distance for everybody.
1 boat length.
Yeah, 1 boat length, exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
Well, that's on record. That's on record.
Flip it. Yeah. So, but no, we won't be having that multiple rules in place for overlap. So it's all going to be
smooth and steady.
Yeah,
like you said, I think it's going to make good starts. I know when Dave was on here, obviously with all his experience, he said a lot of times like your timing marks all change. And I mean, you see the guys out there and testing and they're hitting a button every buoy, which is just crazy. I'm like, I just take a timing mark from the exit bin. I'm going to figure it out. But maybe I haven't had enough experience. Maybe that wasn't going to work for me. But yeah, so it's going to make it easier for the guys. But I also think it's going to make people push the start more. But you're going to obviously be able to call that while everyone's going up the backstretch most of the time. Like, hey, the outside boat jumped the gun. Like, because the outside guy, he's going to be the fastest most likely all weekend, and he's going to have to push that start to be able to try to go around everyone.
It's going to allow us, have a drone also right on the starting line. Last year for the warm up, we had that drones everywhere. We had to have one looking at the dock because guys are racing off the dock and cutting each other off, trying to get to that edge. So I had to have a drone there, and then we had the drone in the corner, and so it just became so widespread, and we didn't have, we had 3 drones to work with, so it was always during the warm up was always a scramble. Is, oh crap, well, make sure he's at the start line and make sure he's in position and this and that. It won't be that much of a mad scramble now. We can have a drone at the start line to give us a second set of eyes for the starting line. We can have one in each corner, and then we're going to be good. There's not going to be a scramble of them. We got to make sure we have every ounce of the water covered during warm up, because you got to be watching everybody, and that's what the mad scramble was. And you're trying to watch 2 TVs and you're trying to watch on the water because guys are everywhere on the water. So it was part of the fun, and it was a thrill. It was a stress, but it was fun to be part of because you had to watch every single angle. But now just warm up, the 5-minute warm up is just going to be a little easier now.
To warm up.
Would
I
there
might have
be
missed
any
this.
reducing the time with this? Has that been brought up about going to like a 3-minute?
It's been brought up.
Or
There hasn't been anything made official on that yet, but there has been discussions.
Okay.
But
and then my second,
as of right now, nothing has changed.
Because I know a guy, I forget the guy's name. I feel like it's Mike Jackson or whatever. Maybe somebody can correct me. That got called.
Nope, that's him.
For letting go of the tail wing.
He's
Do we
dirty.
still have the tail
He's a
wing roll?
Dirty crew member out here trying to cheat.
Yeah, you still got to hold on.
No, because there's no need for it anymore. Right before it was in place for people trying to race off the dock and it was trying to hold them. There's no need to have that rule into place anymore because it's not a race off the dock anymore.
And didn't Biggin almost fall in with the Madison boat with Jimmy driving?
He probably did once.
I feel like
I'm sure somebody's fallen in before.
It'd be Bigfoot if it was anybody.
I might have missed this, and sorry if I did. Is there now no score up? It's just kind of straight 5 minutes, get to the line when it's time?
Exactly. Same procedure as, we'll say like HRL, there's no score up. Lanes are going to have to be established at the mid-course marker at the backstretch. And then right up to the starting line is where you're going to have to maintain your lane coming up to the start.
Gotcha.
We still get 4 heats, right, Madison, for the Gold Cup?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was one that was
in the comments.
No. Well, yeah, Madison's Gold Cup. We gotta run those extra heats.
How much money do we have to pay you to make sure Madison wins the Gold Cup?
Hey, I don't think that should be on live,
I don't think any bribes. I can guarantee that one.
There's a dollar amount, and we're gonna find it.
I've been accused of making, back in the day in HR when I was racing, we had a 350. It was the Miss Saint Felicien. And he finished second, and I called the guy in first, and someone actually came up to me and said, well, you called him so the Miss Saint Felicien would win in Saint Felicien.
Jeez.
And I literally went, you think? I actually sat back and said, I'm going to give a victory to the Miss Saint Felicien because we're in Saint Felicien. Sometimes people will take things way too far. So, but no.
Dude, now we're not going to get any calls this year.
I applaud the effort, but unfortunately, no dollar amount's going to work.
We'll talk when you get here.
We can talk all you want.
Dude, you're setting us up, man. What if everybody jumps the gun? We're the only one. And I go back to this episode 79.
And just skip back to the beginning of when Jonathan came on and how Kyle started this.
Yeah, Brandon, you're not getting a single call. Maybe probably not in Grand Prix either.
No, we're good. We're solid. So what else we got? We got any other questions, or you want to let Jonathan go? I think chat's kind of quiet. We're not live on YouTube, so somehow Brandon screwed that up. I think actually Kyle doing them interviews.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's all right. It'll be up in like 30 minutes after we're done talking.
We're good. No, I think that's all I got.
Jonathan's held more viewers live than Dave Villwalk. Good job.
Yeah, this is the most I've seen. Like,
you're an important person.
Wow. People wanted to see how he was after America beat that ass.
All I'm going to say is, when was your last gold medal before this?
Shit, I don't know. I'm a big hockey
There,
fan. We won
that's
so
Hey,
exactly
many.
it. So
just like
the day
the
the day you
Madison
guys
movie, man. They
catch
made
up
a
to our
movie.
gold medals, then we can have a chat. After one game, I'll give it to you this year, but
Jeez.
you ain't gonna be.
I'll go to the Four Nations. I'm a big time hockey
Now
fan.
you're
I'll be
getting
there.
calls every key.
Disney's making another movie already.
Yeah, I
It'll
guarantee
be
you
another
they are.
miracle on ice. Yep, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob got a bunch of emails about trash and vintage. Now I'm gonna have a bunch of Canadians in my inbox talking about
Yeah.
hockey.
Dude, there might be a whole group of them that show up to Madison this year to protest the race.
I'm
With
not going to
hockey
Valleyfield.
sticks. Yeah, they like to deny people entry to the pits there, so you ain't getting in.
No
No,
shot.
there's no way.
There's gonna be posters up around town that says wanted.
Yeah, you'll
Or
be the
however you
next one.
say it
Hey,
in
my
French.
dad got thrown out of Canada once, so you'll be the next one.
Yeah, there's a real good chance of that.
Shit.
No,
All right,
I'm
gentlemen.
excited, Jonathan.
Me too.
I appreciate
Looking forward
everything
to
you
it.
Yeah,
Then,
for both series.
And
Really
I don't
keep
know
you
if I ever
busy.
apologized to you. Not about the Canada thing, about how pissed off I was at the regatta. He
At
didn't accept
the-
my apology.
Yeah, he lost a little connection. I was gonna say, Couch Kennedy was busy tonight, but he won't be. He won't be busy after the first event if it don't work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't cuss Jonathan out, but man, I was close at Madison. I was fired up.
A little bit.
So he probably hated me.
Why don't we just have them raise the water on Thursday? That way it can lower back down by Friday. Wouldn't that be smart?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell somebody
Yeah.
not to flip their boat up in Kentucky somewhere and
That probably
Make 'em-
would be helpful.
yeah, I'll talk to him about that. Bye, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he hops back on, we'll let him back on. But man, that was great. Great chat. Definitely having that insight. Hopefully everyone understands it a little better. Obviously, if you missed this tonight and you're watching on YouTube or whatever, Spotify, Apple
We're not live
Podcasts
on
tomorrow,
YouTube, I don't think.
If you're
Hopefully.
watching it on
Yeah.
Spotify, yep, good one.
you can watch it on Spotify, bro. We got that. I pay a lot of money for this. We got that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because we taking over.
Yes, sir.
If I had two takeaways from it, it's one, it's not lane assignment, it's not assigned lanes, it's selected lanes, lane
Yeah,
selection, whatever
Mike
you want to
Noonan
call it.
had that covered. Anybody that said
Nice.
it's
Yep.
assigned lanes, he was yelling at
Nope.
him.
Nice.
Wrong.
I like it. So, dude, that's why I asked that question earlier, is if the teams already knew about it, because he was already going at people about that earlier, and I was like, I heard assigned lanes. I actually hadn't read the thing yet, and I was
I
like,
think he's
shit,
on the
dude.
competition committee.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
are the teams just gonna get blindsided by this shit? But no, he was
Yeah.
just at it early.
I'm waiting
At the
for
end of
my
the day.
invite on this competition committee. I think I'd be an asset.
Yeah. I
They
think
put
so.
Bite
be an
chair
ass,
all the way
that's
at
for
the
sure.
other end of the table.
Did you say
Yeah.
ass hat?
The same thing. Same
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I thought.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I really like that, and hopefully, like Unlimited grows to more events, and you keep this thing where you can only pick lane one for the first heat, or for once. I mean, throughout the season, that's pretty cool. Hold on, let's let Jonathan
I think
in
that
again.
part of the rule is one that gets more interesting
buddy,
as you
Can't
have
Canada's
races.
internet go out like their hockey
Yeah.
team?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
What does this mean?
he's never coming back on. This is it.
That's all good. I can take it.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah,
did you
Go
accept
ahead.
my apology? Did you hear
Well,
that?
all I heard was apology and then went dead. So I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, how pissed off I was at Madison last year. I didn't cuss you out, but I was real close.
Wouldn't have been the first person.
I mean, he wasn't even an APBA member, and he's up on the judges.
I was
stand.
not. At least I yelled at him after I got kicked off the judges stand. So that was cool. Yeah, I just want to apologize. I hope you accept my apology.
I do. Like I said, I know what the tensions are during the weekend, so I never take it personally. Like I said, you're not the first and you won't be the last.
I might do it again this year
Uh-huh.
for old time's sakes.
And I'll just keep you off judges stand again.
Damn it.
So anyway, now that you're back, did you have any closing thoughts or closing statements to the fans out here before we let you go?
You know, be patient. You know, I know that change is never easy, and I know the diehard fans love the fight for lanes. You know, we're trying something. We're gonna hope it works. You know, this wasn't something that we just came out of nowhere with. We've worked with the owners, the crew chiefs, with drivers. You know, we've been working with everybody, trying to put the fans in make them our priority to put on a better show on the water. So, that's it. Be patient and let's hope for a great show this summer.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on, explaining to the fans all that stuff, and we'll obviously utilize our clips to try to help them out understand this, and hopefully it all works out this season. I think it's going to be a good season of H1 Unlimited racing. I think the racing is going to be better, and I think coming down to the end of the season, the championship's going to be a lot closer. So look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, me too. Looking forward to getting back out on the water. Been a long off season.
Yeah, I hear that.
Me too.
Yeah, you're riding a skiff this year.
So I can't ride, right, Jonathan?
What's that?
I don't have my dunk test, so I can't ride anything, right?
Exactly.
See, Brandon?
We'll
Idiot.
bring one to Madison. We'll throw you in the river. I'll bring the capsule.
Could just sell Region 7,
We'll set
so
him in a
it's
vintage
March
skip. There you go.
22nd.
There you go.
A
Vintage
minute?
skiff. See if he can hold on.
I'm busy that day. I got somewhere to be.
But yeah, all right, man. Jonathan, thank you
All
for
right.
coming on. We appreciate
Have
you.
a good one. Thanks for having
good
me on,
talking
guys.
with you, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
See you, Jonathan.
Say something.
All right. I gotta say something. Michael Noonan said I was going to be an ass, and I got Sam loving it and Debbie liking it. That hurts. That hurts.
There's a reason we keep you around. It takes the heat off
Yeah.
us.
I threw a like in there too, to be honest.
Yeah, no, you put a laughing face, so I respect that. Damn. I must be doing my job.
That's
yeah,
it.
no, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's going to be great. I'd give it a couple years. I think it'll be even better after they figure some tweaks out. But
Yeah.
I think it's better for the sport.
Yeah, I definitely think.
I think
I
that.
think.
Or go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That run into turn one is just going to be so much more consistent across across the heats. And let's be honest, that is the coolest part of a boat race, and always has been.
Right. And Unlimiteds were totally different than, like, say, 5 liters or 2.5s fighting for lanes. They really saved it all for the final, which then just generally screwed up the finish because someone got taken out before the start. Someone got a penalty that we didn't know about till after the race was over. So it's just kind of like cleaning up. And I know we're going to have those people like Timmy Collins that have like a spreadsheet of like that. I just lied, but that's what I see and assume.
Yeah. He did hit us with that the one time when we were talking to him about assigned lanes and unlimited. Dude, I swear there's been a hell of a lot more pre-race penalties than what he had down.
Yeah.
I know he's a stat guy, so I'm not gonna like say I'm right on that one, but
yeah, we had meetings out in Washington, and Andrew and Mike Hansen had the stats on how many pre-race penalties the past couple of years. It was a large number.
But a lot of that, Timmy clarified, a lot of that was jumping the gun.
Yeah.
But I also think going lane choice or assigned lanes will lessen that.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it was. I don't know how if it's consisted or persisted, but I think that was a result when HRL moved to assigned lanes. But no, it was less gun jumps.
So I think we had, in my opinion, the same gun jumps or more until they put the points penalty on it, and then it's like you don't want to jump the gun anymore. I think that's when, like, because you had guys just jump, they didn't give a shit. They didn't.
That's
care.
true. That's
like,
true. Yeah, those guys like Davey, they're like, I'm getting that clean water.
Yeah, like the JP morons of the world, just get out front and have to walk down the dock and tell them how you feel. Those kind of guys. Hey, man, you're going to have 5 cranes in Madison. Where the boat's going to go?
Is Snake in the comments?
Yes, sir.
Man, Snake wants a crane for every boat. With 15 Unlimiteds, we're going to have 15 cranes.
There we go. We better get a big sponsor. I mean, that's great marketing for Grove. They don't even need, we just need to have like that set up like a trade show and like have people that want to buy a crane come look at it, maybe play with it. I mean, lift up this boat. First time using this crane, go for it. Probably faster than what's in there.
Oh, God dang. Our crane guys are great. They're great.
Yeah, they're very meticulous.
Yeah, they're great.
I've seen worse. I've seen better.
What is the hold in the boats over the trailer for like 10 minutes? What's that about? Because I don't even think it's just a Madison thing.
I don't know.
What was your
A
question?
lot of times
that-
they
that-
hold them over the water because they must leak or something.
That makes sense. There's just I swear there's a bunch of times where I see them. They just got it like 3 feet off the trailer, and it's just sitting there.
I
They're
don't
not
know.
moving it. I don't know.
Budway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We found out with Dave it's not the Budway. It was what, Circus. It
Yeah.
all started prior to Bud. And
Really?
Here we are calling it Budway.
To be honest, I was a little surprised at Dave's, like, I guess counter to that. I kind of figured Dave would have been like a Budway guy, like this. He was part of developing and everything, but he's
Yeah.
like, no, innovate, do
Yep.
try. Like,
Just
I mean, he
keep
was
trying.
like, look, there's not that much more you can really do with the boat designs, but there's other stuff you can mess with.
We're gonna try it this year. People will see it.
For sure. We trying.
You guys
What
gonna
are
have
you
like
doing March
DRS on this
22nd,
thing or
but-
something?
That rear wing's gonna flip, bro.
That would be sick.
Hey, Pipes, you busy March 22nd?
Yeah. That's 6 days before my birthday. I got something going on.
Nice. You're open. There's a dump test. You can get riding in the scooter.
No. Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go.
no,
You
I'm
can ride
busy.
with Mason. Mason's a safe driver. Very safe. He's never hurt nobody.
There's
Yeah,
a point
not
in
me
time
or
when you go
Brandon.
too slow and you're dangerous, and I think that's where Mason's at.
Yeah, he got better. I mean, second, he was definitely better. He only missed the start by like 30 seconds that time. But
Were you riding with him, or was
No.
Matt?
No, I rode with him once, and I was like, "No, I'm not a rider," and that's pretty messed up. After I done tried to drown the kid twice, I think I should be able to ride with him, but
What else we got? We got any more comments? Overlap issues may become a bigger issue. I don't agree with
I
that.
feel like that would be.
statement.
Feel like it will totally reduce them.
Steve Compton said they're weighing the boats. They do. I think there's some with weighing them after each heat. There's
Okay.
they measure how much fuel you went through. There's a lot I don't know. I just drive, but there's a lot of things they do to them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Ridiculous.
Those things went. Oh, there you go. Get your dunk test. Oh, dude, why Jimmy baiting you into this? Because the
Who?
True Love family's about to whoop your ass anyway. Jimmy said that if Dallas can't make Madison, you can ride with Courtney in the 721. She's
Dude,
safe
that'd be the
driving.
fastest that boats ever went. Get Dallas out of there.
I knew he was going.
sucks.
I knew he was going to bait you into that one. Courtney told me that Dallas's parents are like, "What the hell is wrong with that kid? Why is he always messing with Dallas?" I'm like,
I don't know. I talked to Dallas one time in my life, but I just started talking a little shit to him, and now it's
A little.
okay. A lot.
"You
A
still haven't
lot.
went. You still haven't went as far as you went on Jeff."
What do you mean?
At
Roosters,
Caesar's
whatever that
Creek.
place is called.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the most uncomfortable social situations I think I've ever been in. Like, I think everybody was trying to just leave.
Hey, I just gotta let him know. He
I
lost
was
his
golfing
GP
the other
right
day
too.
with the Stewart Navy.
Who?
Yeah, weren't you golfing with them the other
Bro,
day?
that was from Madison. That clip was from Madison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, we got content for days.
Content.
I hadn't
Nice.
seen a single golf clip in like 4 months from Madison, so I figured
Well,
you guys
see,
just gave up on
here's
that
the
shit.
problem. Most of somehow I switched that camera to slow motion. So pretty much every clip I have is in slow motion.
Some of them might be cool, but there's
the
a
dunk
lot.
tank on Sunday, it's like they're just throwing the balls. I did get some clips though from H1 of Tanner trying to throw a softball at the dunk tank. He definitely drives race cars better than
Hey,
he
how
drives-
dirty was that water?
throws that out. Pretty gnarly. I think the river was cleaner.
And it looked like diarrhea, according to somebody on Facebook today. It's a fucking river. Like,
It's the Ohio River.
what do you
Yeah.
expect? That should be like tap water. I love everything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive guy.
Hey, we got some fired up people in the comments about that weigh in the boats. They said we can't.
Dude,
we
I
can't
know,
be
I saw
weighing the
that just
boats.
popped off.
We gotta put other boats in the water. So that's fine. Just don't weigh the boats.
What
I mean, these
classes
things
are you
all
having
overweight
this year?
anyway.
At Madison.
Ooh.
Is that
What
official?
classes?
Yeah.
Texas trials.
This is a touchy subject.
Oh, I
for
know
some
it
people.
is. I just haven't heard. I haven't
Jesus.
heard about it in a minute.
Limited GP 350 and one other one that we're trying to get. There was an email sent out today that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got flat
and-
after it, didn't he?
Yeah, next time you're at your mom's house, just ask to see the email she sent. It was awesome. Sorry, I don't mean to throw Patty under the bus, but it was sweet.
It was very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I had people complain, or not complain, but mention, and I cost $1,500 to fix my 2.5, and it was rough. Oh, awesome. I'm like, okay, we won't have them. And then it's like, oh my God, Madison they don't want them anymore. It's like, what? We paid you guys, like, I don't even know how much we paid you. It wasn't a lot.
There was only like one, maybe two other places in the country that were even competitive with the price.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, we'll maybe fix that. Our team's got something cooking, right, boys?
Yeah,
Got something cooking.
Something cooking. It's brewing. My bubble's
I don't
going, but
I don't know what Austin's doing down there.
Austin's been. I just want to know what goes through Austin's mind in our group
So
chat
much.
when it just blows up all day, and he's the
Dude,
only
doesn't-
one that like has a real job.
He doesn't text in it for like 2 weeks, and then he'll randomly respond at like 9:30 at
morning.
night, or
Oh,
or 5, and it's like, dude, what?
I wake up sometimes and I kid you not, there's 78 to 100 text messages. It
To
is
be fair, a
absolute
lot of that is
madness.
Kyle
So,
and
like,
Bob.
it's just
Yeah.
like I'll see something that seems important.
No,
You gotta-
we'll be talking about something serious, and you're sending a video of a guy stopped, and there's no safety car, and just gets, I mean, obliterated.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like trying to
This
save
is
boat
fun.
racing. He's like, no, this dude almost died. It's cool.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
Austin did lead off with a banger when we started this app. I forgot what he said, but it was pretty funny.
Austin's funny when he talks. He just
I'm not
he's
good.
sleeping during podcasts.
I'm usually sitting there reading comments and
So that's
someone
how we
said
get
smoking
Austin to
crack
talk.
again.
He's going to be our comment moderator
know
from
who
now on.
Wow.
He's going to be like, stop! I got a comment.
Hey, wait, if it works, raise hand.
There you
Damn,
go,
Snake's
Ray.
saying somebody. Dang, Snake. I see. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, we done.
Snakes. He's not helping here. We don't need any help getting off track.
How about Jonathan, man? I tried to bait him into that old technical thing, and he did a good job.
Yeah, that was.
Yep.
That question was unbelievable. It was one of the best questions that's ever been asked on this podcast. I don't know if a lot of people know like the ins and outs of that, but that was a great question.
Yeah, it was great.
He was
So
ready for that one. He
he
had thought
was.
about how he skirts that
Yo.
in advance.
See, and that's why people don't want to come on a podcast. They scared. Like,
Don't need to lie out here, my boy.
you don't need to lie.
Sometimes
We were told after our meeting, we talked. We could actually talk about that, about trying to change the class combinations and the high points for APBA going to 1-day final format. We were told that we're not allowed to come on here and lie or tell no stories. But anyway, for the class combos, we decided
Who said that?
Tim Collins, buddy. He's trying to keep us in check.
I'll take care of Timmy. I got a sweet picture of Timmy. I sent it to you guys.
Austin, go find that picture for us in that group text. But anyway, so our class combos, we kind of discussed that, and they're already there. And now that they're giving points for under 3 boats, giving 65% of the points, it kind of forces their hands to allow these combos. So we need to just work on the race sites and be like, hey, if there's 2 Y boats, 3 Y boats, put them in. Everybody's getting same points. If there's 2.5 mod, put them in with National Mod 350, whoever they fit well with that weekend. Like, stop putting races out there that are 3 boat heats, because it not only hurts your race site, your fans, and your future for that race site. So that's gonna be our job.
I think the hurdle we'll have to get over in convincing race sites, because at some point, like, they're not really gonna have an argument. But the one that Timmy was most worried about is, what if there's not great boat count and class combos limit get you down to like 3-4 heats? It's like, run 3 per class, combine them and run them 3 times.
I got the solution. That qualifying format where you put everybody out there once, and that sets your stuff for the weekend. That was cool. That'd be a good way to add it. And you don't have to beat your equipment up. You can go out there, run 1 lap, come in. That'd be a good thing. And then the other one, the 1 final per weekend format, we're just trying to work it out. That's why we asked you guys, like, do you like having the Nationals, Easterns, Westerns all double points, or do you just want the Nationals to be double points? We believe just the Nationals, make Nationals the biggest and baddest. Everything else is just subsidiary. And then trying to come up with, like, a format for because we race East and West, which we don't believe in anymore. We should just split the country, but that's a different conversation. You got to have it to where if a day gets blown out, you still get points to where you normally finish, whether it's your average from Saturday, you get those points for Sunday. So we're trying to hash all that out and come up with how many races would be the minimum or the cutoff date to where you can start dropping races. So we'll figure all that out this summer, kind of get some more feedback from racers, and that one will kind of be pushed for 2027.
I think the giving what was it 65 points to, let's say a Y class of 2 boats shows up 65 points per heat. I think that's a good middle ground to start. And I think, like you said, it pushes race sites. It gives them kind of a reason to put them together and not keep them separate.
Yeah.
How many Y boats were registered for the 2025 season?
I don't know.
I mean, how many register for preseason and how many show up or what races they go to? Kind of.
I think it was like less than 6. You just get rid of the class.
Right.
We'll see you.
I'll give
the next one.
Timmy credit. He's got a lot of spreadsheets and all that, and from years past, like of who did this, who was actual 2.5 mods, and who was step ups, those kind of things.
Yeah, I like seeing we're collecting data. That's a good step in there. I guarantee you that hasn't happened much until recently.
I got the ideal coming. They think we're just worried about these little things, but next year we're gonna it's gonna be called Mod Light and Mod Pro. No R class. Mod Light, Mod Pro. And it's going to be a 4-cylinder modified as Mod Light, 8-cylinder modifieds Mod Pro, and that combines National Mod and GNH. They become one class, and then Y boats and 2.5 mods, they become one class. You can kind of mix up the weight limits or something like that, but yeah, we really swinging for the fences here to piss people off.
Be interesting.
I don't think that gets passed. We're gonna have to go to New Orleans or wherever the next meeting's at and really sell that one.
Yeah.
I'll do the talking. I know the most. I'll do the talking about the motors.
What was crazy, Timmy had a stat. I forgot what the actual percentage was, but he's like, the amount of people that show up down at that meeting, like actually attend the national meeting and then don't go to any of the meetings.
Yeah.
The entire purpose of it. Like that, obviously it's good to go down and enjoy yourself, but like
they're just down there from 12 to 2, baby. Just out there.
12 to 2.
I was told that did not happen today. That did not happen.
No, nice.
I was told that today.
It was all just a big lie. That's cool. That's fun. Then it should be posted. Let's talk about it a little bit. You want to talk about it?
I'll talk about it.
Don't swing at me, bro. Come on now.
Yeah. I'll walk in that room and start swinging, son.
You know, we always make Kyle nervous when he puts his head down.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, oh, shit.
We didn't say nothing wrong, Kyle. We said nothing wrong.
Not yet.
You guys underestimate people's power to assume.
Hey, man, I'm just waiting for them X-Files to come out. That was being spewed about on Facebook. Like, when them X-Files coming out?
Hey, Ron's got a question for you.
Hold on. I'm telling you right now that if they take action on me and not somebody else that's doing way worse than what I'm doing, I'm going to have a problem.
Yeah. Well,
hey, listen,
I've been pretty tame.
You talking to a guy, and Bob's not on here, but we've all been on probation for way less.
Yeah.
Joe Pro Racing got me put on probation a couple times.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Kyle?
He wants to know if the 350 rule is going to affect Madison.
I don't.
I mean, now that Liddy Coat's a APBA boat, I think in terms of your boat attendance last year, they're all APBA.
Brandon, how do I say? Something new's happening with 350.
Yeah. And it might not be the new news you're thinking about. Something new might be coming before the new.
Okay.
Also, we'll have new.
New.
Jeez.
Yeah. No, but I think as it pertains to that, like you said, there's no HRL boats coming to Madison Valley Fields following weekend. So, and according to everyone on the tech side of, like, say, APBA is, hey, you're cheating. You're going to get caught. We don't know what we're inspecting, but you're going to get caught. We don't know. We don't have a number on it, but you're going to get caught. So it's pretty much if you were on HRL, you're going to be illegal in APBA. So
Yeah.
guilt by association, which sucks, but we'll get through this year and it'll pass.
I mean, you saw last year, freaking Dylan Goodell and Leadco put on a hell of a show there in 350.
That was one of the best races I've ever seen in any class. That was.
And if
That was
Joe
good.
gets Joe and them get there, I know he's gonna have one of both engines. So if they got that thing running good again next year, he'll be right there with them.
Yeah, we got
sure.
to put somebody else in that boat. He's got to fire himself
Again? He done fired himself a lot.
I was about to say, I feel like he's done it a few
know.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call him.
You think Eddie's ready?
No,
Nah, I think 600.
he got cut his
He'd
hair.
wear that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, did
I
you
guess-
guys see what Kevin Ekrit commented?
Yeah.
It's all fun and games till someone gets a black eye. That's a good one, Kevin. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That is a good one.
He's probably on break out there at Blue Origin or where Boeing, wherever he works at.
He's a
just-
composites guy. He owns his own company.
I was
working on
close.
boats. Yeah, you're doing a great job.
I mean,
was
to be
right
fair,
there.
when you're talking about out there, that's a pretty
But
fair
I was a
guess.
safe bet.
Like,
That was
it
a
was a safe bet.
Yeah.
Are they? Have you heard anything if they're going to get that other boat out this year? The third one? The
Third
32?
one. Oh yeah, it's going to run the West Coast. It's
Nice.
tentative, is what they said. I mean, obviously, still got a lot of work. Stuff can happen, but tentative. They're going to try to.
Is the
run
GP35
West
going out
Coast.
west? Are you guys still scared?
I'm still scared, man. That's a big course. It's really scared me. I don't think I'm enough of a driver for it. I don't.
Good thing you don't run a 2.5 mile course in unlimited. That'd be.
That'd be.
Oh, we might have to find a
I'm
new
scared.
driver. We
Yeah,
did
under
get a
the
new
bridge,
driver
I don't
though. Did
think
you
I
see
can.
that on the H1 website?
Yeah, Jeff Bernard's driving for you, right?
Jeff Bernard, and you're driving.
I'm in the
I think
9?
you went to Strong. Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, man. Pay raise.
Brandon-
everything.
Brandon
you.
replaced Corey.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was a big shuffle. It was kind of sick.
Corey replaced Jimmy Shane already. I already got the boot.
Dang, Jimmy.
That's a
Villock
bummer,
came
man.
back, right?
I mean, it's
Yeah, Villock's
I do
back.
say it's impressive with our fans that they like caught that and they're like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And then someone's like, "Hey, it's a technical glitch." No, I think this means something. Detroit's back.
Detroit's back. Detroit's coming.
That's what there. There was somebody who was sick, and that's what the new format update is. They're drawing. They're still doing a draw. It's just for which boat you get to drive in the heat.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that actually would kind of be insane to do that one weekend.
That would be
like, you don't know
wild.
what you're driving. You just show up.
See, that's what I've always envisioned
You
Texas
could be in-
Dry Halls as.
Me too. Like
That would be sick.
When they used
Just
to
to-
have the mouse boats, like that's what I envision it as. Like just get in one and go.
Yeah. Bond to start.
Yeah, they're going to be the biggest boats in America here shortly. If
Hell
IHR
yeah.
keeps promoting them the way they were, like
Did you guys get like? Have you ever heard of
Things
like
like
what a cost is to put one of those to get one of those put it
like
together?
$5,000.
$5,000 engine and
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's like a J stock.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. I mean, I think the roll cage probably costs the most. Like Jimmy said,
Yeah.
bars are like this big. They need to
Yeah.
old boy put it on top of that other one.
They didn't have
That was
anybody go
sick.
upside down, did they? They
Nah.
got through the weekend.
They got through the weekend, and they said it was pretty rough. With the
It
way the
looked pretty
water
rough.
was and all that.
It
you know.
looks scary.
That's
How
cool
about that
site
one-
they got there.
How about that 1 day format?
Big
Worked
fan.
well for them. If you're efficient with your heat, getting your heats off, it worked really well, I think.
Yeah, I think H1 is definitely one that could be prized to do that. I think the show in HRL's too big. We have too many boats nowadays. Even though
Yeah.
they're very efficient, I don't think you could without reducing the amount of boats.
Yeah, you got to reduce you'd have to reduce the shit
Mhm.
out of the number of heats
Yeah.
ran in the season.
How many total boats do they have down there?
42.
And Bradenton.
NHRL,
42.
Oh,
well, in Bradenton.
42. How many were in a heat?
It's like
I
10 or
think they
12,
ran, like 12 of them. Yeah.
maybe 16 in the F1
Okay.
because it looked like they were like
Yeah.
7, 8 rows deep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there were
And
16 in that one.
I think did the lights run 2 separate heats or was it just back to back when they flipped the order?
Back to back, they flipped the order.
Okay. But they did, I think
good.
all of them did their qualifying in 2 pools, essentially, like 2 brackets.
Yes. Yeah, and they stay in the water most of the time too, which I
Yeah,
think.
they just idle around. I wish inboards could do that, but I don't feel like we can. Just idle around
Yeah.
or like cut it off. Although I've sat in Stewart sitting in the middle of the intercoastal just waiting for them to take the red flag out so I can go again. Not after Grindel flipped. This was a manatee problem.
They were talking about that down there, and they had some company there with drones in the sky, like
Yeah.
just specifically for that scouting.
Yeah, Stewart used to have like 20 to 30 people to like watch from the bridge,
Yeah,
look for
spotters.
manatees, sea turtles, all
Sure.
that stuff. That's what kind of hurt racing in Florida is it just became too much.
Yeah.
Like with all that environmental stuff. But I don't know. We keep getting these old people hanging out. No offense, especially my grandpa because he was there, but hanging out at Lake Magori. Maybe we have a race back there again. They keep
Okay,
going
Wally,
down
make
there.
it
I don't know what
happen.
that one is.
Yeah. It's the fame. Just call Greg Isaac. I should call him right now. Tell him about it.
You want me to call Dallas?
Yep.
You
No,
guys are
he's
ridiculous.
grinding. I can't believe we ain't live on YouTube. God dang it, Kyle. But I did see you got a lot of interviews in there. You're doing good. Let's get
Yeah,
them things
I
out.
got like 8 or so.
Heck yeah. I think
When are you going to interview me?
Pipes needs to do our interviews for some other drivers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I'll do Bernard, Corey, and
Yeah,
Jay
you
Michaels.
do the unlimited field. Get
Brandon.
Gunner. Get Gunner. Don't interview me.
Eric Christensen.
Yes, sir.
I
He's
got
not
it.
on the website, is he? You better put him on the website.
No, I don't think they got that
Yeah,
on there yet.
He wasn't driving a boat yet. Milwaukee came back, fired Jimmy.
They said Game On's going to be in Madison. There's another fast boat for Madison.
We don't want him.
That boat's going to be a handful. Wait, is it going to be in Madison? Is there suspension over? Because they're suspended too for way less than what happened.
Well, there may be something else.
They
going
got
on
suspended
there,
by
bub.
APBA too.
I think CBF kind of they work together.
They should be all right. I thought isn't suspension normally 30 days?
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never been suspended. I've been probation
No, that's
for
right.
a
You guys
year,
just
but
get
not-
probation.
Yeah,
That's right.
probation. That was old Nationwide on your side. So he kept saying, I'm on your side, but you're on probation. Okay, that's cool.
What'd you do?
Appreciate it. Well, let's see.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we was drinking in a state park. Bob got all hostile. You know Bob, he get all rowdy. And he
No.
I think what it is, if I remember correctly, we was in a motorhome. Someone's like pulled my Poppy's rules and was like, it's 12 o'clock. You got to stop drinking. And Bob's like, it ain't 12 o'clock if you ain't got a clock. And he took the clock off the wall. And then people like somehow a scuffle, like not fight, but like just like, hey, calm down. Wound up outside the motorhome. So then the park rangers came. Ain't nobody catch me. I dipped. Nobody even knew I was there. But somehow
I guarantee they caught Bob.
Somehow they caught Bob and we was all guilt
Shocker.
by association.
Bob never tried to leave, man.
No, Bob's like sitting out
Bob
there
was
with a
gonna
Bud
talk
Light
his
in his
way out of
hand.
it.
What's up, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't allowed? It's just medicinal.
I don't believe that Bob gets hostile. Bob's pretty calm.
I believe he took the clock 100%. That is the most Bob thing to say and do.
Yeah. Yep. Like, yep, this is my clock now. I'm going to turn back time.
No clock, no time.
Yeah, and that must have been one strict state park though, because I feel like we raced in a lot of those. And
It's like Pac-On. They were
okay.
they were
Yeah,
strict
they are.
back then. They were like, they came out. I mean, we talked about it before drivers meeting ever had. I think it was Bill Pierce. He read us the riot act, but that was okay. Hey man, it's your race. We thought that was it. And he's like, man, you're going to cost us the race. We're never going to have this race again. Just think of the headache I could have saved him if that happened.
They saw you walk by. They're going to see you walk by again. Yeah, hurry. Yeah, if you run fast, you'll be fine. If you run fast, you'll be fine. I
Tell her
guarantee
put
it.
some longer pants on.
Hey, put some pants on, they said.
All right, so
it's
that's suspension for the 924 ends the 30th of June. So they'll be back.
Oh,
for
it's all
Madison
gravy,
and then
baby. Yeah,
maybe
who's
Valley
driving?
Field.
Patrick?
Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick.
Hell yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I'm
y'all
excited.
gonna need 6 screens in Madison.
I was told 16 350s. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, I don't know. Not the
I
week
think you
before
probably
Valley Field.
get like good 8 to 10 though. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm good with a competitive 8 to 10.
Bobby King coming. Good, we need a backup.
Is
I'll
there
call him.
West
He
Coast
needs to get that
boats
boat
coming?
out.
'Cause I don't think there's that many on the East Coast.
Yeah, I think there's some
Well,
West
there may
Coast.
be some West Coast because there's a little thingy thing going on I can't talk about.
thingy
Okay.
thing.
Yep.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's the
Like
new
a-
news.
like
News,
a
not the
series or
new
something?
news.
It's the new.
Allegedly. They're gonna announce something sometime eventually about something. I guarantee it.
So the game on, Ronnie, to answer that, they were I guess you would call it the whistleblowers for the shit that was going on in HRL, and I think they were a little hostile about it and rude to
No.
officials. So I think that's why they got that. Kind of like the Nick Cruz treatment, like certain things go a little bit above and beyond what they needed. I don't know all the details, but obviously whatever
Allegedly.
they were talking, what they were talking about was true. So how do you get suspended when you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whistles got woo.
I like how he goes.
There's
"Pros and
finally
clicks."
a use for it.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
I think it's. I think there's going to be some big news coming out here in the next couple weeks from all over the place.
All over. Definitely.
We may be looking for a new driver.
Yeah, I heard that rumor going around. That's okay. Wait till Ron finds out that he got pay me. He got match payment.
He's going to be pissed. He never responded to my Facebook comment either, so he hates me.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Is he okay with that? That Mason's going to drive the skiff there and you're going to ride? Was that what it was?
I know that the JSI was coming.
Oh, yeah. I think Ron should get his dunk test. Him and Sandy should go out there and race the skiff.
That would be insane.
I think we should make it happen. I mean, skiff's, it's safe. It's a good boat.
Can
Bad
you take
driver.
his,
I keep
can you
running
take his
away.
Coors Light out there?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of stories that you can get Ron talking about when he used to have a river skiff, him and Sandy in their younger days, whipping it up and down. I think
I bet he was whipping it.
some things flew out of tops and stuff.
After driving the
Hey,
stop at the
yo.
Madison, I don't know if Madison's the right course for
Why does
the
it sound like you're underwater?
skiffs?
takeout. Yeah, or for them to take out the skiff. from
Yeah,
the
probably
race.
not. Nah.
The hydro was a
There's
little rough.
Hey,
Was
Ronnie
Madison
said,
that
Ronnie
rough
said
last year?
sold.
soul.
What
He's probably
sold?
talking about the boat itself.
I ain't buying the damn boat, Ronnie.
He's not talking about him and Sandy racing it. He's talking about
That's true.
the boat
No,
itself.
he just wants to sell the boat.
So what
Yeah,
was
I
it? Was it that rough, Austin? In the
It
little
was
bit
and it wasn't that bad if you stay
better
above.
than. Oh, you ain't drove Sorrel.
I think that Sunday final would have been a little different though.
Yeah,
That would have been
Yeah,
sweet.
that would have been fun.
yeah.
It's
And then I think
the
that
one
was
thing I'll
right.
say
We
those.
just, I decided we needed foam that we never put in.
Yeah, a little boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
The swells in Madison, like Brandon, you brought up Sorrel. Like Madison has like these very big like gaps in between rollers, whereas Sorrel, it's just they're everywhere. It's like a minefield.
I know. I tried to pull a Bobby and stuff the 300.
Hey,
It wasn't like a GP.
what year was that? Do you remember?
23, maybe.
2,
22 or
when I
23.
won in 21, so I was probably driving it in 22 when Bob was driving the.
Was that the year that?
Kyle, how many skiffs do you want at Madison? If the class is on 12, 12 plus,
I ain't getting 12. I can tell you that. 8.
8 be good.
If I get 9, I want 12. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
because then we got to break them up.
Yep. Then you gotta break them into even heats. Yep.
Fair enough.
Hey, just so you know, it was not 22.
23. Yeah, because I
'Cause
was
it's
still
a-
driving Hearn's boat in 22, and I got
Yeah.
taken in a lot that time. Yeah, go 23.
No, that's when you won.
No, 21's when I won. First
Yeah,
year
you
back
just win
off
so
COVID.
much. Can't keep track. Just wait till
Damn.
you learn. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Fucking check this out.
I'd have one
Can
of
I-
my latest trophies from there, but it's probably the ugliest thing in my trophy case.
Pipes you on a share
Hey,
screen.
Yeah, let me share this thing. How you do that?
Hey, make sure
At
you
the-
don't have ChatGPT up that says how to do a podcast.
Yeah, just closed out.
He did
Share
that.
screen.
He did that. Let's say we're on a. That was with Twisted Tea, wasn't it?
Yeah. That shit
It's
was
like
funny.
it goes to share a screen to show like where the
How do you share
festival
this?
is, and it says ChatGPT, and it's like how to pitch a primary spot.
Shit.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yep, we can see it. Look,
Check this shit out.
look at boat attitude. She riding
Yeah,
up.
that's what you
Yeah.
want. Well, look at that. Bam.
That was a welcome
smoke
to
it.
Madison moment.
Yeah, and after that heat, I think you're like, yeah, I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah. There, Bobby, he handling it perfect.
Yeah. How do you stop sharing before I
Like,
show
you had
something I shouldn't?
you had a lot of tabs open there.
Well, I got 4 freaking email tabs open.
45 boats, 2 cranes in Madison. Kyle. Yeah, it can be done. How many boats we get in Tonawanda? 70? 2
Yeah,
cranes?
it's like it's usually 55 to 70, depending on who all comes every year.
Yeah. Cambridge, same thing. 2
Hey.
cranes. It can be done. That pit area there makes it a little bit more of a struggle with the hill and all that. You can't stack as many boats close to it.
Yeah. You also can't. It's kind of harder to do like especially the way they set them up, not having the boats integrated with each other. When you got them separated, it limits
Yeah.
where you're able to do quite a bit.
Isn't
I mean,
Decatur
Tanawanda's got a
cranes?
system down with that dock setup.
Decatur 2 cranes?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
They're
Theirs is
expected.
almost similar. Theirs is almost similar to Tonawanda's setup too, where it's like they put you in the middle, and you kind
I
of
love
come
it.
back on the outside. It
that
just
works so good.
well.
Yeah, I love it. That's so cool.
And when you got a guy like Jeremy running the pits, that's pretty helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that and Lake Pacon now helping
Yep.
out, and just both races run efficient. It's all about having the same people in place. Same with Oogie and Barron all the years at Cambridge, Can Island, Port Deposit, all those races. I mean, when you got the same people, just like you got Snake and what's the other dude's name? I can't think of his name. Mark. Snake and Mark running the GPA side of stuff, going to all the races. It makes it so much easier. Us racers become familiar with them. We can yell at them without them getting upset. It's pretty good. There was something you just said. Did you see Sean Bowser got Red to Riot Act on Facebook about mixing vintage? He got the vintage wrath this time.
Did he?
Yeah,
Where do you post that at?
I think it was, I don't know. It might have been, I have no clue. Decatur site, something. And they were like, yeah,
We
wondering what's
always
going
get
on.
DX.
Yeah. It's like, vintage should be put on at a vintage event.
It's the inboard national race, not
Right.
exhibition.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah, like-
what I mean. The last 2 years, it's not that we haven't gotten heats in, but there's been things that have slowed us down where it was crunch time both times.
First year we finished in the dark.
Dude, I did that once
Yeah.
in Lakeland and Pack Skiff. It was that IQ3 was so bright, you just saw a glow from the shore. Like, buddy, it is dark out here. I can't even see the flags. You're on your own. I'm just along for the ride.
That one's really weird too, because that's such like an open lake with like a kind of like a horizon around it, and when
Yeah.
the sun's that low, it just takes up your whole view.
Yeah, Austin probably hit a buoy because of it. Let's be honest.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Can't
Bill
show
Pierce
me,
said that Hapacon had 98 boats one year.
That's a lot of boats.
That's a lot of boats, and they've only
Dang.
had 2. Maybe they had 3 cranes then. It's all about placement. The worst part about, and I think Snake just said it, is the haulers. And the unlimited guys NGP guys aren't gonna let their haulers go somewhere else. There really isn't another spot.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys need to bring grandstands in.
Nah.
I was about to say, it seemed very, very sold on the idea.
I don't know where we'd put them, bub.
Maybe sell grandstand seats instead of tarp spots.
Nah.
Nah.
He says, nah. Trying to find this post you're talking about, Sean's post. I'm not seeing it.
Lynn, what
Yeah.
date are you asking for? I'm not really sure.
It was like the 98 days out post, I think. Or whatever amount of days out post.
Yeah, but anyway, that post, he's like, look, we ain't gonna have us. And Vintage is like going to a car show, man. Like, you know, them guys love just talking about their boats. Put them up by the fans.
Sure, by someone. Yeah.
They did kind of do it in, I don't know, like Decatur's
Tonawanda has them.
pit setup's like almost hard to really put it by the fans, because the fans are kind of just extended all the way down that shoreline, right over by they did have most of Vintage over on that fence where like the fans, as they're walking down into the kind of the common area, they're right there.
Yeah. I like how, Kyle, we're having a board meeting for Madison Regatta in the comments.
Are we?
Uh,
Hey, just let them talk.
just let them. That's it.
We gotta get it out. I'm trying to find this dang Sean Bowser post. I think you made it up.
It was either on like it might have been on APBA board or Region.
It might have been on
7
one that was shared.
or Decatur's little group. I think it's on his like
So I
Hardy's.
found the original post, but not the shared.
Where who posted? What's the original post?
Decatur boat races, and then
That's what
like
it is.
4 down. It's 97 days until.
What was that one?
Was it on his personal page? I don't know, guys. We're on a witch hunt. I already told you what it
Bro.
was. I mean, why are we
No,
looking
like,
for it?
because we
Yeah,
got
I
to see
just want-
proof.
You
I
guys
want to
see
see the
proof?
comments.
I might have a screenshot.
I don't think they read the riot act like they read me and Bobby. And you guys didn't
No.
even get in that heat. It was just private messages to Bob and I.
Well,
And
that shit
Bob
was
didn't
funny, though.
apologize.
No.
It was great. That's what we're here for. It's just shake things up. Shake a few trees, some lemons might fall. Coconuts, whatever that statement is.
Sounds like you're making it up.
It sounded like pretty good.
All right. Well, like a philosopher once told me, we got to keep this short and sweet. So I'm out.
Ah, come on, bud. We were almost at our 2-hour mark. We could have ended
Nah,
this
I
like
ain't-
45 minutes ago, but a lot of
Yeah,
people stuck with us because they love us just bantering and talking dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to make up if we're doing an episode next week since we kind of took 2 weeks off, a little hiatus there, or we'll take another week off. I don't know. We gotta get. It's all about trying to
Well,
have guests on here. We can't just.
when we
randomly
race
do
it,
Edgewood's the first race, and that's gonna be a big one. I'll
that's
tell you
not what I'm talking about.
He's talking about the sim.
Go to Sim. Yeah, when we doing that? I'm announcing
Next
I'm
week?
not driving.
Let's do
Next
that
week?
next week, and then give us time to get a guest on for the following one. I'll
That's
get some.
fine.
I'll
At
reach
some
out
point,
to
I gotta get the little 2 mics set up, and I'll go to the shop and we'll get my dad on.
Yeah.
Try to get some
No,
stories out of him fast. Definitely after a few buds, get him talking.
Yeah.
Oh, hammer
Yeah. He
time.
texted me again today.
He told me to tell you. I was like, nah, you gotta say that
Yeah.
one.
Anytime I see George text me, I know he's talking shit.
He
And
said,
we're trying to sell our van for River City. He goes, "Hey, you might want to keep that van in case that hauler don't run for the unlimited." I'm like, God dang.
so we don't have to use a dump truck again.
Yeah, we don't.
We gotta post that picture. Get that picture. We gotta post that on Miss Madison page.
Yeah, I got it somewhere. I'll find it.
Probably against DOT regulations. They are running GPs on YouTube right now. Let's see. GPH.
Let's share it. Let's commentate one heat, and then we're going. And then I'm out.
Then we're
Bro,
out.
I've tuned into a couple of them. They're actually, dude, they go at it pretty good, man. They got a
Look,
they got a pretty solid little sim league going up there.
they got a nice little announcing
Let's
stand
go.
here. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Let's go. Pull it up. Pull this thing up. I'm sitting on my.
Hold
my
on.
couch.
I gotta make sure none of my tabs are open.
Mhm.
Hey yo.
Hey yo. There might be some top secret new news in there.
Gear ratios.
Yeah.
Here.
Always 20%. It's just an easy number to go with.
Yeah. Kyle's pair is falling down. Maybe not.
I like how
He was
we
just
go
close
by
to the
Oh,
same.
see, it's
percentage.
been holding up all right.
We
It's,
go by
it's the same.
percentage. Unlimiteds go by like 1.2567321. Looks like, what's that mean? I don't know.
It's how many times it rotates, and the way you do it is like with a paper clip and a circle cutout, and it rotates.
It
I
means
think I'm
it's,
making that up, but I'm pretty close.
it means it's a
What the?
No shit.
they're announcing on here.
Lui aussi à 60 points. Donc, comment qu'on fait pour départager à triple
What are they saying?
I wonder if they know they're live on Chasin Tails right now.
Do you know them? Do you know them people?
Yeah, I know this kid. I don't know that guy.
Hey, comment and ask when the next heat is.
Ensuite, c'est celui qui a le plus de deuxième.
Exact.
Je crois que c'est le
All right,
même
hold on.
aussi, parce qu'à un moment donné, on a failli avoir une égalité.
Can we
en
mute
finale,
him?
Grand Prix. Il me semble que c'était le même qu'on avait départagé. Il me semble. Donc, oui, ça aurait du sens. Donc, oui, ça promet. Et finalement, j'ai regardé les résultats.
Yeah,
et,
screw
il me
punctuation.
semble
Don't need a
croire
question mark.
que
Just
Connor
it's a
Harnack
sick run on.
I heard Connor Harnack.
Yeah.
C'était très serré parce qu'il
Hey
il a
man,
eu
how they get
21
this
points dans sa
background like the
dernière
green
course.
screen?
Donc,
I mean,
Connor
this is
Harnack semble
fancy.
avoir gardé sa deuxième Ça aussi, je peux vous dire,
I
c'est
think
un
what
des
they're
bons
saying-
pilotes, ce
All right,
départ-là.
Cal, you do the sim a lot more. What are they saying about Connor Harnack? Because I know he could be a little wild.
Yeah, Connor likes to blow a boat over, man. Last time when I played with those guys when we were running the HRL sim night, Connor found himself upside down quite a bit. I'm sure he's gotten
Brandon,
better.
they may
though.
be talking right now, like, and you muted it.
You told me to mute it.
They could have been like, hey, we know English
L'avantage
now.
pour DJ Miller, c'est qu'on va
Nope.
se retrouver dans le corridor 6. On va devoir avoir
Comment again?
une course
Just put a question mark.
parfaite pour DJ Miller. Si on veut venir resserrer les cartes,
You want me to say
du
question
moins,
mark
pas
again?
voir un Matt
Yeah, just
Palmer
send a question mark.
venir s'écarter
Type out
à
question mark
l'intérieur de
in
cette
letters.
finale et voire même à l'abord de ce dernier championnat qui veut pas, va se jouer par quelques points. On les voit, nos pilotes, là. On est très égaux. Donc, on ne
No,
doit
he's
pas
looking now.
Brandon's running
voir
on
Matt
iOS
Palmer
5.
s'éloigner pour DJ Miller. Hugo,
Bro,
on
they're
va
not
devoir
live.
avoir un gros,
You know,
gros,
he
gros
just
départ
looked
pour
at that
DJ Miller.
comment too.
On n'aura pas le choix, surtout le rival au championnat part en dedans. Et messieurs, je veux vous annoncer que on est présentement en direct sur le podcast de Chasin Tails, qui est un
Yeah.
podcast
There we go.
sur les régates aux
Oh, there we go. Here's a heat.
Here we
Are we
go.
live?
C'est
Yep.
un grand champion à Charles Grand.
I'm
What
gonna
is
need
that
you,
guy
like-
doing? He's like on the fence there.
There's,
Dude,
I
they're
think
down in
that's
Miami.
Connor right there. That's
Who's
the
in the
orange boat.
GP35? You call it W because it gets a lot of W's.
Dude,
I know.
there's a lot of noises. Can we mute them?
Is that bothering you, bud?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I gotta find the button.
There, you paused it. Why'd you
I
pause
paused
it?
it because I
Oh, we're
don't know
full
what I'm
screen.
doing, bud.
You seriously typed a question.
uh,
Well, we got 2 minutes to GP35. They're not
W.
going to win.
they got W. Does that mean it gets a lot of W's?
Is this 5 laps? Yeah.
So this is for you folks. This is Hydro Sim. We're gonna have a little night where we announce Kyle Bipes might race in it. Bob's probably gonna get a penalty. He's gonna be very upset about ruining his whole night. He's gonna argue with somebody over that. It's not like the real thing. But here we go. We're watching Sean Haley now. Well, so that's a nice looking boat. A little black and red. A little hot. Composite don't like that black, you know. I think that's not a good thing to have, but looks nice in there. Is that that might look like a Steeler. That one's gonna lose. We got Matt Palmer
Well, yeah,
in the
they're on the
GP2 loose cannon. What's that mean?
blue. It's blue. It's blue.
Loose cannon.
Looks like
Well,
35
look, we got a
might
little
be in lane
contact.
1.
Who's the referee? We got to look at this.
That's why
we only got
Jonathan had to
3
go,
drones.
man. He had to hop over to this.
Yeah, he's probably out there racing right now.
I'm surprised
I
nobody's
mean,
like,
what
oh
are
my
we
God,
doing? There's a
Brandon.
guy
Someone's
on the
coming
front
for the start of the
stretch. He gonna
century.
be
They
late.
just took the one fast start finish line.
Is that red
Hey,
boat
what-
Connor Harnack? Is
Yeah,
that the
that's
Mr.
right.
Jigs?
What?
Yeah, it's
this
like the
dude's
game
cruising on the
on.
beach.
Look,
We got DJ Miller about to hit the beach up in here.
I got $5. $5 says Connor blows it over.
Yeah, he definitely doing something wrong.
I got $5.
These guys, they got about
I mean,
30
sitting in like
seconds to
lane
start. We're at the
4 or
entrance
8
bend.
here. It's
You
gonna
got
be
that guy
fun.
parked. What's he think? He's fighting for lanes, fighting for the outside. I've seen some
Yeah.
people do that in my day. I mean, I think that's what the Geronimo did back at Mott Lake.
Whoa.
They parked for lane 2, right?
Geronimo!
That's what
They
I
might
saw.
have, yeah.
Oh
Here we
man, there's
go.
some tight lanes there.
Who's the referee? They got their work cut out for him.
I don't know. Is Connor gonna nail this start? We're inside 5, 4, 3,
Oh,
2, 1. Oh, that dude in lane 3 tagged
Oh,
that thing.
That was a good start.
That Andrew Tate. Look like Tate.
that one guy, he's
Somebody's blowing over
Lane
right
2
here.
might be in trouble here. I don't know. I think they might get through it.
Hey, that one on the inside kind of looked like.
Oh, shit.
There it goes. Oh,
That went forever. Oh, that was sick.
that was the guy on the beach in the beginning. So he
A
just
little
tried to wind up where he
quadruple
normally
decker
was.
going right now.
Oh, he is.
We
Dude,
got a
Oh,
triple
boy, get
decker.
over it.
Where are we
Lane,
at? We're
lane
in
2's got a
Miami?
tough one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
in
Miami.
Miami.
To Miami.
Connor's got a long way. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh,
Dang,
yeah.
he over.
That,
Oh,
that
that
was
was
bound
Eric
to
Demers.
happen.
Hey, there's
Damn,
Nah,
that's
he's
it.
gonna stay there. He gonna get hit. The spotter's not gonna tell him. Look, about smoked
Dang,
him
we
right there.
got a deck to deck
That's
battle.
good
This
race,
is
though.
good.
One of them's going over right here. Guarantee it.
100% right here.
Is this a 4-mile course? I feel like that front
Yeah.
stretch is forever
Mile
long.
and 2/3,
It's
man. It's
pretty long straightaways and
This is-
then fairly narrow turns. If I don't know all the unlimited courses. but
this is honestly the best 1 2/3 racing with GPs I've ever seen in my.
yeah,
Then it's fake.
Somebody's about to blow a motor. blow a prop.
if,
blow
if
a
Austin
prop
was,
off the
was
whole boat.
playing, he'd figure it out.
Look at
he's
this
got
guy.
that-
He's still sitting upside down in the middle of the corner. like,
See, he used
bud,
the
hit the
pick.
reset button.
He used the pick. No, a lot of them the leagues like I know the
Yeah, he's upside down. We got that.
H1 league they make them stay there.
Why?
I think just to add to the show.
But I'd be upside down every heat because I can never keep it right side
Dude,
up. That reset button.
That's what
my
happens.
favorite.
They usually got a boat sitting in both turns.
What was the other one? Was that Z-Mac? Kind of looked like Z-Mac's boat. That black with the silver.
I don't know. I think it had some great. Yeah, it does with the kind of that baby
I mean,
blue in it.
The production
Honolulu.
on this is they're doing a good job switching from boat
Really?
to boat. They got the logo here. I mean, this is a very professional quality live stream. Ours is not gonna be anywhere near
Well, he
this.
might
'cause-
smoke that boat.
Dude,
Well, that was
he
close.
had to turn right a little bit.
Man, Connor, if you're still watching this podcast on that last lap, just hit that boat for us, please.
Yeah. Hey, if you hit that boat, you win. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're claiming you the winner.
That might be
look.
TJ there in second.
Nah, TJ second, no chance, no shot. He didn't jump the gun. Every time I've watched TJ, he jumps the gun.
Why didn't Connor
What
just jump to
happened?
the inside here and say screw it?
I think he's enjoying, it's a little smoother water out there. He's looking for clean water.
But
Dude,
watch, this guy's gonna have to go outside.
This guy, old Dubby's on
We
the
don't want to
inside.
watch. Yeah, we don't want to watch the fourth place boat. Go to the front.
Now I feel like I'm watching an H1 race.
No,
Just
Nick
kidding.
Allard. That's who it
The
is.
drone would be looking somewhere else. They did struggle with that in the beginning of the year. They figured that out by the end of the year, though.
That was probably the only criticism I had of the IHRA F1 race too. There was a couple times where it was like they were too
Should've
committed
switched.
to like the rotation of camera that they had been following, where it probably was better. But I don't know who they have running their cameras. If you don't have a boat person, Tate, Jared,
exactly.
Beaumont, somebody, even TJ. TJ did a good job with it in
Yeah, he did.
Tonawanda last year.
He
It's
did.
mainly about the person that's doing the switching, that's calling out
That's
the
it.
changes.
They're not on the wrong camera at the wrong time.
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you what, that third is Austin out.
He's asleep. we woke him up.
That third boat, I think, is the Steeler. And I'm really kind of, if that's the Steeler and it's got the number 35 on it, kind of pisses me off a little bit.
What are you gonna do about it?
Be honest. It
Here we
grinds
go.
my
We're gonna get a
gears.
look. We're gonna get a look at it.
Is
That's
this
not a
Dubby?
Steeler.
No,
It's
I think
not
it's
when
got
they
way
had
more
the-
black in it.
Yeah, it looked like when they had the black with like
Boy,
the
you-
flames. Doesn't it look like the Snyder Steeler?
No, it's
one?
not, but I know what you mean.
Oh, well, that
Hey.
was great. Hey, did y'all see there was a Pro Hydro out there? I saw Gim Charette, Pro Hydro. He the only one
No
at the
way.
race. Yeah, when they flipped to the crane.
Hey, let's go back to the crane. Let's get this next heat started. I
Nah,
really need to go to bed.
yeah. I think let's get rid of this thing. That was cool.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
That was a
That was
great use
sick.
of time, folks.
That was a good idea for us, honestly.
Yeah, the final is coming up. Was that the final? Did we just watch the final?
Might have been. It is 10 o'clock, so.
That's cool. These comments are
Good
great.
point. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it's not like Kyle has to go to work tomorrow. He clocks in around 11. Which Kyle are we talking about?
Yeah, it's could be talking about either one of us.
Nah, dude, I just got a job at a casino.
Dang right. That's scary.
Well, you,
The only
you
thing that
dealing
sucks is that means
cards?
I can't play at that casino. No, it's back room like analyst work.
So what do you do?
Analyze.
I haven't started the
Fucking
job yet, dude.
awesome.
I don't know.
What's gonna be your first question when you get there?
That was the final, folks. Then
That was the final.
Yep.
Congrats to
John Matt
Matt
Palmer.
Palmer.
Matt.
I feel
Which
like
I
that's
think,
who
I
won
think
ours.
Matt's the one that won ours too. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, he ain't
it's either
winning
him or
'cause
Cy. Him and Cy are ridiculous on this.
We're gonna try out this new H1 format when we do Hydro Sim. We're gonna see how it works.
Oh, I love that. I'll
a
be
great
in lane
idea.
1 most of the time. That ain't good.
Your wife ain't gonna allow you.
That's the format. That's the news we have for the Chasin Tails Hydro Sim Night. Is Kyle Bipes is in every heat, and he is what we call him. He's an obstacle, not a participant.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be sick. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Austin, give us the outro.
I don't know what episode this is.
79 GP.
This is
79,
Grindel's.
number 1 East Coast.
Come on,
Yep.
make it your
That
best
kind of
one.
thing.
Come on, here we go.
This has been episode 79. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow on YouTube, Spotify,
Apple
Facebook, all of
Podcasts.
them, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Nailed
Bye-bye.
it. God.
Nailed it.